Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sabira and this is my little brother.
Hey y'all, it's me Daoud and welcome to Keeping Up with Sabira.
If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and comment below. Alright, so why are we on here, Daoud? What are we doing today?
Well, to keep it real, you should have been on here a long time ago.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say. Hey, you're probably sitting here watching and judging because I've been telling all my friends and family that I win below. Alright, so why are we on here, Daoud? What are we doing today?
Well, to keep it real, you should have been on here a long time ago.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
I'm-
Hey, you're probably sitting here watching and judging because I've been telling all my friends and family that I would never ever do YouTube channel just because it's just too private. What do you think, Daoud? Why are we on here? Like, what are we going to do? Why do you think it was a good idea for me to start a YouTube channel?
Well, I think it's a really good idea because you have a lot of insight on things, you're easy to speak with, and you can get a message across to a lot of other people,
Okay.
Inspirational.
Sorry for the Anyways, that was nice of you. Thank you. And this is why I love my little brother. How old are you, though? Tell him.
I'm 19 years old.
19. He is grown. He is old.
I may not look like it, but still at 19. So, yeah.
19 and a half, just to be exact. Okay.
Get the memo, yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, as you can tell, my name is Sabira, and I am 26 years old. I am happily married, alhamdulillah. I have 2 kids. I have a boy who is 5 and a half. I can't believe Samir is going to be 6 soon.
Kid grows up way too fast.
Oh my god, I feel old, you guys. I feel really, really old. And we have a baby girl. Not we, but me and my husband. We have a baby girl, and she is 2 years old. By the way, she's a character. The old.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what?
I go through it.
I'm sure you do, but he's probably over exaggerating. She is the sweetest little thing.
She's I'm gonna keep it real though.
She tries. She tries.
I'm gonna keep it real. It's never a dull moment with her.
Wallahi, that is so true. You guys, she's a walking comedy. I feel like me and my husband always say she's the adult in the family because she is just a bit different than my son, Samir, because he's very loving and very friendly. Yes, exactly. And he knows everyone in the building. Like, he knows everyone by name. He knows their pets. He knows their kids. He never fails to surprise me. But Sabah is, he can tell you guys more about Sabah. Seems like he spends more time with my daughter than I do. What do you think of Sabah?
For starters, that's not the case. But Sabah, she cool, she's funny, At the same time, she's, let's just say, independent in a way,
She is very independent. She's like a grown 2-year-old.
If she doesn't want something, she will literally tell you no.
And there's no way you can get through her, like, no way. She runs my life. Like, I thought I was really strict. I might not seem strict, but I thought I was very strict. But Sabah came around and changed all that. And now I have a different perspective in life. When Sabah was born, she came with a lot of blessings. And she changed my life for the better, and yeah.
Not to mention, if you guys do want to know, there's a comment section down below. Our information's on there, so if you guys have any ideas, any questions for us, y'all know how to reach us.
Comments, okay? Yeah. By the way, what we should discuss on our intro today. You guys, I'm mixed with so many different things, okay? My mom, she is Hadari, Turkish, and Somali. So her dad is Somali, born and raised in Ethiopia, and her mom is Hadari and Turkish. So Hadari people live in Ethiopia, in Harar. They're originally from Harar, but they were born and raised in Addis Ababa, which is the main city. My dad is Middle Eastern, but he was born and raised in Ethiopia. He immigrated down to Ethiopia during the Civil War, or his family immigrated to Ethiopia during the Civil War from Yemen. So he is Yemenis and Indian. So yeah, and my mom been married to a Somali guy for the past 20 years. So me and dad would actually don't have the same dad, but we have the same mom. His dad is Somali, so he would be 75% Somali and only 25% Ethiopian.
So I get this one.
Exactly. But you know, people ask me all the time, "Oh, what are you?" I just tell them I'm Ethiopian because it's easier, and I don't really have to explain myself. I was born in Ethiopia. I do speak Amharic. I used to speak Oromo perfectly when I was younger,
Really?
but now
I
I,
didn't know that.
understand Oromo. Yeah.
I need to
So-
step up. I can't speak anything.
4 different cultures, 1 human being. That's me. Oh, you're so ugly. Anyways, what other questions do you have for me that Ovid?
So I got another question, and this just came up because the last question.
Okay.
How do you know like so many languages?
Well, first and foremost, like I said, Amharic is my first language. I was born in Ethiopia and I went to elementary school there. I think I came here when I was in 6th grade. And my Somali has been better in the past couple of years. When I lived with my parents, with my mom, her husband was Somali, so I guess they wanted, you know, their kids to speak Somali. So we were forced to speak Somali at home, and I didn't even know how to speak Somali.
I still can't
Like,
speak
I-
it.
I used to get my ass beat for not speaking Somali, literally. And then I met my husband, and I told him how bad I wanted to learn Somali. So he would try to text me in Somali. He would try to speak to me when we would talk on the phone. Like he would try to speak to me in Somali. And I'm very good at asking questions. So if I didn't know what something means, then I would ask, and then I would try to remember. And most importantly, my mother-in-law, she put me on with Somali. So I would go out there and find a song that I like, and I would listen to it, and I would go to her and be like, okay, what does this mean? And she would just tell me the meaning one by one. And over the years, I learned to speak. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but I feel like I am better than a lot of people who are originally from Somalia. My Somali is still a work in progress, but you guys, I love the language, I love the culture, and yeah, and people always ask me, like, are you Somali? Oh, because they're confused. Like on my social media, I'm speaking Somali, I'm speaking Amharic, I'm speaking English. So they're like, are you Somali? Because you don't look Somali. I'm like, I'm not Somali, but I do speak the language, and I am proud of that. I just hope this guy would. Why don't you speak
I'm a
Somali,
work in
though?
progress.
You've been saying that since you were like 4.
I don't even know if I could talk when I was 4.
But to be honest, like it's just mostly, you know, when I first came here, like I didn't bother speaking that much Somali, you know.
Hold on,
You're
I have
not-
a question for you.
Oh, what's up?
I'm gonna ask you a question in Somali. And you're gonna have to respond to me in Somali.
No,
Yes.
I don't know how to speak Somali. What am I gonna say?
I mean, just give it a try.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not,
Wow, that would eat. Wow, like,
I don't
oh, you have to. Okay, it's
Let's
whatever.
move on.
It's whatever. We have to take a break, you guys. That went completely left. Obviously, we try to be ourselves. This is not rehearsed. So, he was not ready for me. But I promise
off
you,
guard.
we're going to be back here and he's going to speak Somali. And
We'll
that's
see.
on that.
We'll see about that.
Okay. Anyways, what do we have here today, Daoud? How are we going to end this video?
So,
You guys, we literally live by this code. This code is our like family, what do you call it?
it's a family code right here. Simple as that.
That's what he calls it.
You know?
And it's true. So go ahead, tell them.
Alright,
What does
so
it say?
Check this out. The first to apologize is the bravest. The
True.
first to forgive is the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
And the first to forget is the happiest.
The show
Now, this has a lot of meanings, but what this means for us, the first to apologize, the bravest, is that everyone gets into it, you know? Whether it's a big
We sure
argument, a
do.
small argument, you
all
know?
the time.
It could be washing dishes, who knows?
But it's how you handle
know?
it, right?
But yeah, exactly. It all comes down to how you handle the situation, you know? And when you apologize, you step up. You're not necessarily admitting and saying it's your fault and putting the blame on yourself.
Mhm.
You're just saying, I see where I went wrong, and I want to change that, you know?
And it opens up doors for conversations. I will take the time to understand where he's coming from, and I will take the time to really, you know, take his apology and
Exactly.
move on from it.
Which also ties into the first to forgive is the strongest,
It's
you know?
me, you know.
Yeah, hands down, you know? We always we always try our best to keep smiles on everyone's faces, but sometimes, you
We
know,
try.
sometimes, you
It's
know, things go
impossible.
south, you know? But there's no point in calling it a friendship or relationship if there's none of this.
I
in
tell
it.
my
Why?
family all the time, if you're not fighting, then you're fake. Okay?
Yeah.
Fightings happen all the time. We literally argue and fight every fucking day. Sorry about my language. We fight every day. However,
Censor it
we
out.
fight about the smallest things, but we talk about it. And it's the way we handle it. And I apologize. My kids apologize. He apologizes. My husband apologizes. It's just, you're never too old or too young to apologize. Just know that. If you're a mothers mess up, it's okay to apologize. If you're a husband, put your pride aside and apologize, okay?
And then another aspect, first to forgive is the happiest. Now this has multiple meanings, but what I feel like this means to us is like, we don't necessarily try to forget, but we try to move on from the situation and
That's
continue
true.
the next conversation like it was nothing, like nothing ever happened, you know?
That's true.
That's where I feel like the first to forget is the happiest, because the conversation, it may seem a little nerve-wracking at 1st.
Mhm.
Like I know when I apologize to Sabina, and then we have another conversation on the side for fun, you know, it seems a little nerve-wracking at first, but we
I
always
agree.
end up feeling, you know, we never feel some type of way. You
I
know?
agree. And
We always
every day
move
is a
on.
new day. Every day is a new
Exactly.
beef. Every day is a new situation. So every time we get into it, if I'm speaking of yesterday's issue, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a huge problem. So this is our family code. I'm sure we're gonna talk more about this going forward. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video.
Yes, sir.
I hope you like what you see.
Oh, yeah.
Inshallah, we will be back next week with another video. We're gonna focus a lot on
It's
friendships.
another banger.
Yes,
Coming.
we have a guest with us, so I really can't wait for you guys to meet my next guest. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment
Down
below. And this is,
Keeping up with Sabira.
we love ya!
DJ.
Whoa, we actually forgot one more thing. You can't walk out without my favorite
Run it up,
Afro
DJ.
beat.
Oh, nah, but this ain't me, Masala.